Hi everybody, welcome back to another lesson in my level 3 beginner piano course. In this video we're going to learn a beautiful piece by Kohler from op.243 number 9, The Little Bird. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and if you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. Also, I offer online piano lessons. If you're looking for one, there's going to be information below. We are still in the grand chapter about legato and staccato, thirds and sixes, and also grace notes, so the acciaccatura. And this beautiful kind of dark mood piece combines all three of those in a very challenging setting, but in a very lyrical setting, and it kind of tells a story. The piece is one of the most challenging in the book, so I highlighted it in the table of contents, so make sure to leave it last after you had enough practice with the previous pieces, and also take your time with these more challenging pieces from the book. They require more practice, slower practice, and more focused practice. The time signature is lento, so slowly. We are in A minor, so no sharps and no flats, but obviously we'll see that the G sharp as an accidental sneaks in because it's the sharp in 7th of the A minor harmonic scale. In the right hand we've got a combination of legato and staccato sixes and some acciaccaturas, and the left hand is mostly supporting the harmony, but we've got some two-part writing as well in the second section and some bigger chords to finish off. So let's start with the left hand, and we're going to go through the entire piece in one go very slowly. So starting in this A minor position, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So we finished the first line with these staccatos. You can change the finger number on it, but you don't need to in this specific scenario, but you could do a if you want to. And then we go on to bar 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So finishing with the same staccatos. In bar 7 we have two-part writing, so you can see the half notes are stemmed down and the quarter notes or crotchets are stemmed up. So we need to hold those half notes or minims in the bottom, and we also have to make sure that we move legato between the notes. So 1 and 5, 1 and then 2 while holding the A, and then lifting up the 5 and connecting back to 1, 5. Quite a difficult passage for the left hand. So once again, 1, 5, 2 crossing over, lifting up the 5, keeping down the 2, and connecting back to 1, 5, and 3. Same again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So we finish with these E major chords ending on A minor, and we briefly go into that C major chord in the previous bar. The final two bars go into the treble clef, so make sure you see that. And we have an A minor chord and then an E7 chord. So E, A, C, and E, B, D, finishing on AC. And staccato, making sure the three notes go down perfectly together. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And then we go an octave higher and repeat the same because we have an 8 sign. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And the final note is not staccato. And that's the left hand. So really just working on the two-part section, and also these chords need to be very nicely articulated. Now the right hand is the real challenge here. And again, the finger numbers you see in the book are suggestions only, and I think they work quite well for smaller and larger hands too, the 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3. You could try to play this detached if you really struggle with the legato quite a few times, just to learn the notes and learn the fingering and learn the rhythms, and once everything is in place, you can go back and try to really put on that legato in the right hand where you see the slurs. So we're going to start E, C, bar 1, and we're going to move down legato. And if you remember from the previous lessons, we do 1, 5, lift up the 1, hold the 5, 1, 4, lift up the 1, 1, 3. So we always hold down one finger to create that smooth legato, even if we need to lift up the thumb. So once again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And here we have some staccatos. Bar 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And here we have that accecatura on the D sharp. So a very light ornament. Bar 5, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And that's the end of the first section, so we always end on these staccato 6s. And by the way, all these double note chords are 6s. Let's go on. 1, 5. Now here we have legato, so drop, bounce, legato, staccato. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and jump. Come back, 1 and 2 and here we have a beautiful 16th note or semiquaver run up on that scale. So once again, bar 9, 1 and 2 and jumping up a third, 3 and 4 and now staccato, 1 and 2 and going up the scale. Repeat, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And it ends on an A minor chord the second time, and then we have these beautiful 16th note trills ending on staccatos. 1 and 2 and 3. And repeating it an octave higher, just like the left hand, so we have the 8th sign, and every time we get a bit quieter. Now, once you know it really well, especially the right hand, start putting it together, but not anytime sooner. Do not try this hands together right from the start. It's way too complex. But if you follow the steps, learning the notes, the rhythms, hands separately, articulation, and when you know that really well, putting it together, it's not so hard. But doing it hands together right from the start is not a good idea with these kind of complex articulation pieces. Let's put it together, and dynamics-wise, we start quietly, the middle section goes a little bit louder, and then the ending, as we climb up, we get quieter and quieter. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Second section, and we have the two-part writing in the left hand, very tricky because we have staccatos in the right hand. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. And that's the end. I really like this piece and I hope you'll enjoy it too. As I said, leave it last in these two chapters and make sure to practice a lot of thirds and sixes before you approach this little bird. It's not an easy one, but it's a very beautiful one as a performance and as a technical exercise too.